Portland is Victoria's birthplace by the sea as the state's earliest European settlement. Hundreds of historic buildings are scattered throughout the coastal town, many dating back to the early 1800s. A popular attraction is the historic cable tram, which travels a 4-kilometre track along the foreshore. The two cars have been lovingly restored by volunteers, and the health.com.au team enjoyed their quick trip. Day 3 of the tour of the Great South Coast comes to Portland for a Criterion, 25 laps of a 1.6 kilometre circuit in the morning, lots of bonus sprints on offer as well, and then in the afternoon they go to Casterton on a 92 kilometre road stage with plenty of hills out on the roads to Casterton, so it's going to be a tough day for the riders.
Today's crit course is definitely one of the tougher ones we've experienced. The sprint so close to the corner and obviously the uphill drag to that U-bolt. It favours a strong sprinter, that's for sure, and even someone who's pretty opportunistic.
Today's going to be just the key of staying upright, staying up the front and getting to the finish as best as possible.
Out there practicing a few corners and we're going quite hard there, myself and Neil Vanderploeg, and just slid out the front wheel and had a bit of a stack, so hey, pushing the boundaries and you don't crash if you're not going hard enough, so yeah, it's good times and we've got the adrenaline up for the race.
Brenton Jones looks quite strong though in the race leader's yellow jersey. Jesse Kerrison from Budget Forklifts though, he'll be doing everything he can to try and narrow that time gap that he has.
With two tight hairpins, there's a lot of potential for crashes and bunch standstills, and it's really anyone's game in this crit. It's definitely a tough course.
1.6 kilometre circuit in Portland was tight and technical and kept a lot of the medical staff on their toes as riders started to tumble, including South Australian Sport Institute rider Tom Casler.
A bit of a touchdown on the bottom corner there. It's just one of those ones, real tricky, hard to nail it, but not too happy about it. It's just one of those things.
Overall race leader Avanti Racing's Brenton Jones also touched down.
Pretty much got a technical course, and we saw that today. There was a number of crashes. I crashed myself on the 4th lap, so and as well on the warm-up. So a number of crashes out there.
The kids enjoyed the fast and furious racing, as did the local wildlife. And while race leader Brenton Jones kept a keen eye on Jesse Kerrison in second place overall, it was Charter Mason's Raphael Freinstein taking advantage, picking up intermediate sprints throughout the race, edging his way closer to the overall lead.
I actually spent a lot of energy during the race, tried to get some time bonus during the race for the intermediate sprint.
In the closing laps, there were several teams battling for control of the race, but Avanti Racing came to the front to do the strong lead out for their man Jones, the overall race leader. When they came around the final corner, it was anyone's race, and Raphael Freinstein from Charter Mason surprised Jones and Kerrison to come around the outside and take out the stage victory.
I'm so happy to get my first stage win here. Yeah, the team rode really well, kept me the whole time in the front, and really enjoyed riding this crit.
Brenton Jones retains the race overall lead, 3 seconds ahead of Charter Mason's Raphael Freinstein. Stage 5 for the riders starts in Haywood, 92 kilometres on the roads to Casterton.
It's known as the toughest stage of the tour, and hopefully we start to see some splits. It's been tough few days. Avanti and Budget have been doing a lot of hard work. Hopefully today they pay a bit of a price for that, and the smaller teams and more aggressive teams can take advantage of it.
We're expecting a bit of fireworks on the climbs. There's a few sprinters who are up there at the moment. It may come back together, but there will be lots of splits out there on those hills. It always does.
Stage 5 of the Campolina Fulton Hogan Tour of the Great South Coast rolled out under clear blue skies from Haywood. But eager to get things underway was Saddler's Giant rider Pat Shaw picking up the first King of the Mountain sprints up to 7 kilometres. With several teams looking to put riders into a breakaway group, it was time for Avanti Racing and Budget Forklifts to take control of the peloton.
You need to share the load, and I think for me to take a back seat, it was pretty much relying on my teammates to do the jobs and cover a move and then recover and let another teammate cover the move. So it's really teamwork in that department, I guess, and to put the pressure on the climbs. and then some of our guys get dropped and then get back on the downhill.
Michael Freeberg slipped off the front. I saw the opportunity to go with the strong rider. I sort of went halfway across, looked back. There was a surge in the bunch and then they sat up, so it was obviously too hard. So then I drove onto him, and being good mates from 2010, being in the same team, I just worked hard with him, and I always target this stage because there's a lot of time bonus on offer.
Yeah, I had Pat Shaw and Cameron Peterson with me today. We rode together in 2010 in the Virgin Blue team, and so we got out there today and we were absolutely committed. We said, righto boys, we got a job to do. We got to move up in GC, and we went full tilt to just hold off the Avanti train.
The three breakaway riders were caught on the final hill sprint, and the pace was fast enough to split the peloton in two.
It's always interesting when you get that reduced bunch. There's a lot of people with, obviously pretty good legs. A lot of people are tired, so there's a lot less control out there. So it means that the individuals like Cam Bailey, he did a really strong attack. Got caught with only 2K to go. He was with another guy. I'm not sure who it was, but it's just attack after attack.
As the lead group of 40 riders came into the finishing straight, it was Avanti Racing doing yet again a perfect lead out for their man Brenton Jones as he powered ahead of the pack to pick up his second stage victory in this year's race.
That shows that teamwork wins races, and the boys were pretty dominant on the climbs. We strung it out and got the job done in the end, so tremendous effort from the guys, and to get another stage win, that's a bonus, as I said, so great job.
Pat Shaw picked up most of the intermediate time bonuses on offer, and that gave him a big opportunity to close down on the overall race lead.
It's going to be exciting. People are getting tired. Maybe an old fella like me might be able to pull something off.